In early 2017, Mitch and Megan Vaughn decided to add to their family of 3. It didn't take as long as they thought.
1 month later, positive test. I was like, oh, right now, okay, right now.
Megan quickly realized something was different about this, her second pregnancy.
It just felt off. And I think it's because it caught us off guard because it happened so quickly.
At 6 weeks, Megan miscarried.
When you find out you're pregnant, that baby's whole life flashes. Those babies first, and I mean, you just see all of it so quickly, and it just ingrains in you so deeply, so fast.
There was confusion for me. We were both perfectly healthy, so how do you answer that?
Megan also began to question God.
You knew this was gonna hurt. Why did you do it? I just didn't understand why that would happen.
As for Mitch,
it was just a matter of focusing on Megan and what I could do to support, because it wasn't a fixable situation.
There was one thing that brought Megan some comfort.
One of my friends brought a pot of daffodils over, and they just made me so happy.
So she started buying more.
It was a living thing that I could control, because I couldn't control losing the baby.
Although still grieving their loss, the couple decided again to try to get pregnant. This time, it wasn't so easy.
Every month after, I would get a negative test.
And then discouragement. It was just a repetitive cycle at that point.
Mitch did his best to encourage Megan to lean on their faith.
And let's continue to pray about this, whatever the solution may be. If we're not supposed to have another one, give us peace about it. Give us understanding.
But with each passing day, Megan found it harder and harder to trust God.
I was angry for a long time. I was angry at God, and I was mad at myself, like, why couldn't I keep this baby? What did I do wrong?
To cope, Megan continued buying plants. By summer, she told Mitch she'd like to build a greenhouse.
This was going to be something for her to put plants that she cares and nurtures for to help her through that pain of loss. If I can do that for her, then let's make it happen.
It was a true labor of love. He was outside every day by himself building the greenhouse. It means so much more because my husband built that for me.
The seasons slipped by, and while the greenhouse was taking shape, they still weren't pregnant. But now, Megan was beginning to trust and feel God's love once again.
It was a slow process to get to that point. When I finally had peace and understanding about the miscarriage, when I stopped being angry and frustrated, I think I just realized, like, okay, I get it now.
On April 3rd, 2018, nearly 1 year since the miscarriage, Mitch and Megan put the final touches on the greenhouse. That same day,
she had shown up and tears in her eyes. I'm like, what's going on?
I lost it.
And handed me the pregnancy test.
And we just both cried.
After building it for 7 months, after trying for a year, he allowed us to find out that we were pregnant on the day that it was completed. I just don't know how you can look at that and see anything else but it being a God thing. Oh my God, it's a girl.
On December 8th, 2018, the Vaughns welcomed their daughter into the world. They named her Marigold.
I felt her skin on my skin, and it's indescribable.
There's this massive sigh of relief, but at the same time of like, praise God. She's healthy, she's here, she's perfect. You can't help but just thank God.
It was just like God saying, this is me fulfilling my promise to you. And it was just such a all-encompassing feeling of thankfulness to God and just knowing that there's no way any of this could have happened without him.
Today, Marigold is an active toddler who's growing as fast as Megan's plants and flowers. And the greenhouse? It's become a symbol of God's faithfulness for the vines, one they often share with others for life's big moments.
If it's to help one person feel better about their situation, then it's worth it.
You really can't see the light until you're able to step back and say, wow, God used this situation for good, for his glory.
He really does have a perfect plan for you. It's about what he wants for our lives, his purpose for us. And I wouldn't want to fulfill any other purpose.